Hello and welcome to the Sun Times Online Desi Martini. My name is Sandeep and right now I have with me someone, an actress who's very big on television, Jennifer Winget, and an actor who's fairly new to the industry. And he has a long way to go, but he definitely has made his presence felt with the kind of wonderful, varied roles that he's been a part of. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Jennifer Winget and Tanuj Vani. Hello to the two of you.
Hello, thank you for the introduction. Yeah, it's unlike anything I've ever received before, so thank you.
Well deserving though. What I want to ask, I'll start with you, Jennifer. You have been a part of this industry for a long time. What is it, what's the kind of change that you perhaps have observed from the time you began to this very day?
Look, when I started, I was really young, so I had no idea what I was doing or what was happening around me. I was just kind of...
They took us straight from the nursery home to set.
Well, not exactly like that, but yeah, I was pretty
Close
young.
to that.
Yeah, I was pretty young. So I was just kind of, just having fun, doing my thing, getting ready, So, and now, I just remember working a lot. But now I think, even with the newcomers coming in, I'm talking about TV, right? I don't know about anything else, but people are very focused now, and extremely competitive. So, which is a good thing, which is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. But in that process, I think they kind of forget the present moment, and it's all about,
it's a rat race.
Competitive, so
I think it's
competitive.
become about all of where they want to be as opposed to where they currently are,
Which is not, again, which is not a bad thing, but thoda balance is important, right? You have to enjoy what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You have to be consistent, so I think that's the only thing. Everybody knows now what they're doing. Everybody seems to know.
And everyone knows what the other person is also doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Damn you, social media.
And I think it'll be different in another 10 years or 5 years. So, change is, inevitable. It's
Absolutely.
That will keep changing.
Tanuj, you tell me, everybody loves your mother too, and she's been a wonderful actress.
Yes.
I don't know how many times you've been asked this question, but what's that one advice that perhaps she gave you before you started, when she kind of got an inkling of the fact that you are interested in acting?
My mother's known for giving amazing advice. She once, not once, but like when I was just starting off, she told me that don't ever let the success, if you do get that, go to your head, or don't take failure to your heart, because it's always, that time I was more focused on films, right, when I first started off. Like your fortunes are going to fluctuate Friday to Friday. And that's just how it is. So don't take this industry too seriously. Just take your craft seriously, and you see where you land up. Because you, as a youngster, you have this kind of fire in your belly, and you have these hopes and aspirations that you want to make it, right? Like any youngster in any field or any profession would have. But sometimes we start putting undue pressure on ourselves. We start thinking, oh my God, I have to get out of my mother's shadow. I have to prove myself. I can't be a people talk about nepotism, people talk about all this. I don't want people to think I got everything on a platter. And you start thinking about everything other than the art and the craft of being an actor. So I think it took me a little while to kind of get going, but I think I'm in a better place now. Yeah.
Also, Tanuj, you've got to tell me that you have been predominantly a part of web series for that matter. When do we next see you perhaps in a film?
See, firstly, it was not a conscious effort for me to make this transition to the web. It just so happened that I'd done a couple of movies which didn't do as I hoped they would, right? And once that happens, the opportunities, at least the kind of work that I wanted to do was not happening. The opportunities tend to dry up. And just around the time, to my good fortune, the web kind of opened up,
Yes.
A lot of possibilities, not just for me, but so many young upcoming actors, so many seasoned actors, so many people from theatre all over the place, so many amazing crew from all over the place, and it just kind of created, there was this shift in the way we consume our entertainment, and all of a sudden it opened this whole new avenue to a whole bunch of us, and I think it's wonderful. I mean, you look at so many of the shows, it's not about one or two people, it's about the ensemble, and everyone has their moment to shine, and I think that's been really amazing. So in a lot of ways, I feel it's the web, is the digital medium that has chosen me, as opposed to me having made this thing. And coming to the second part of your question, I would definitely, I think that being part of movies is an unparalleled experience, being part of that 70 mm sitting in those dark theatres with so many people responding to what you're seeing on screen is something that cannot be replicated. By looking at something on your tablet or even watching something on television. So for me, that is the pinnacle of what any actor would hope and aspire to be. So hopefully you'll see me in some stuff really soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jennifer, you tell me, you know, you have been, I mean, a part of plethora of shows for that matter. Today, you're doing, I mean, this is your debut in the web space.
That sounds so good.
Okay. So, what exactly do you call out? I mean, what's the difference that you call out from, you know, facing the camera for the television and facing the camera of the web series? If at all, there's a difference in your opinion.
Although I do agree with Tanuj, where, you know, when you see a film, right, there is that to be a part of a film which is in a theatre.
Yes.
I would not know what that is because none of my films have gone in a theatre, right? But for me, I think I really enjoy acting. I really enjoy acting. So be it on TV, be it on web, or, you know, if it all films ever. As long as I like my role, as long as I like my character and the way it is treated, I'm a happy girl. I don't have कि मुझे film करनी है या मुझे ये करना ही है, मुझे ये वो करना ही है. No, I look for good scripts. I look for good characters. I look for strong characters. If there is any requirement that I have, is that I want to play strong characters, you know, that I'm not saying that no, I want to be the heroine. No, I want to play characters that are substantial, that have something to say. So other than that, I don't have any such requirements. And the difference between TV and web, like I said before also, is just about treatment. Okay. Because you know, it's treated, TV is treated a certain way. A scene is treated a certain way on TV. A scene is treated a certain way on web. So I think other than that, there is not much difference, because as actors, we give it our all no matter where, right? So yeah, that's about it.
And you know, taking from there, you have been a part of ALT Kapoor's Balaji telefilms for a long time.
Yes,
you've been a part of Kasauti, you've been a part of so many.
Started
exactly.
there. Yeah.
So, I mean, firstly, during your shoot, I mean, in Kodam, did she, I mean, what kind of interactions, did you have any interactions with her?
I actually did meet, Ekta actually called me before Kodam even happened. She did call me for another show. Okay. And I was meeting her after many years. So it was kind of, I was a little nervous also, to be very honest.
You were nervous?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, that's
I mean, she's Ekta Kapoor, right? She's
one woman
power,
army,
right? She's boss lady. And so I was nervous because I was meeting her after so many years, and she just welcomed me. She was so warm, and she was so, it just felt like I'm meeting an old friend who, you know, I've not been in touch with for so long.
A homecoming of sorts.
Yeah, it was a homecoming of sorts, because I've spent most of my childhood on the sets of Balaji, right? From Sankraman to Akraman, from Akraman to Sankraman to clinics, and I used to keep going around, from show to show. So I have kind of grown up in the television industry. And she actually called me and offered me another show. And I told her that, thank you, firstly, but don't want to do this. I want to do something like this. I did not say what I want to play an army officer. But I just told her what I was looking for, right? Especially after Beyhadh, because and having done so many roles on TV, you know, being the emotional girl, the bahu beti, I've done kind of everything on TV. So after that, what now? So I told her what I was looking for, and I think within a week she offered me Kodam. So I mean, she's just amazing, and there's just so much love that I have for that woman, and I think it's the same. I do feel it every time I've met her after that. She's just so warm, she's so sweet, and she's seen me grown up.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I have a different respect for her.
Now my question is to the two of you. What exactly, I mean, which part of Kodam did you actually, I mean, did actually get you intrigued the most?
Get you, I'm sorry, what?
Interested in
yes, exactly. What exactly is that one part, perhaps in the series, that, I mean, made you say yes?
Oh, there are so many things. Firstly, all Balaji, right? after I explained what this was offered to me, and when I heard the show, I'm like, yes, I want to do this, because firstly, to wear a uniform, okay, not a lot of actors get this opportunity in their career, and for me to get this opportunity, why not? Then the actors, Tanuj, Rajatji, Mr. Kapoor, as he likes me to call him, Seema Biswas, there's such amazing
absolutely
actors to work with, right? And the story is the hero. So, and I've not done anything like this before. So for me, I didn't have a reason to say no to this. I couldn't, in fact, I couldn't have asked for a better debut than Kodam on web.
What about you, Tanuj?
All of the reasons that you already mentioned.
Okay.
And along with that, see, the moment you stop thinking as yourself that, oh, I only want to do hero roles and I want to do this or that, and you get out of that comfort zone or that box or that self-inflicted prison that you have in your head, and you start agreeing to doing substantial roles. You know, it does not necessarily matter the amount of screen time you have or if you're on the poster or not. It really doesn't. What matters is what you do with the screen time that you have, how your performance or your character's motivations and his actions permeates into the rest of the story, and how that affects the proceedings.
The story, yeah.
The story as a whole, you know. So I just feel it was an interesting change of pace. I had just come off Inside Edge, where it was a very different kind of thing.
Yes.
Again, people will be like, oh, it's a lead, but I don't really look at it that way. It's an ensemble, right? All these web shows, by and large, are ensemble star cast. But that was a different energy. The aura was different there. I'm constantly looking and hunting for roles that offer me the chance to show not just to the audience but to myself that I am able to do different kinds of acting. You know? Sometimes you dial it up, sometimes you dial it down. You can't get comfortable in that one zone that oh, I'm good at this, so I will do this. Of course, you know how they say in business, you constantly conduct every few months or every yearly, there's a SWOT analysis. You need to know your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. I don't look at the last two, but I also am very well aware of what my strengths and weaknesses are. So you play to what your strengths are, and in the meanwhile, behind the scenes, you work on your weaknesses. So that's what I've been trying to do, and hopefully I will continue trying to go in that direction.
Also on that line, you know, I'd like to know, I mean, nowadays you have these actors in the film space where, you know, for instance, like Rajkumar Rao or Shuman Khurrana, they all are too much into scripts and films that are very socially relevant for them. So, what are the kind of, I mean, if at all, I mean, next, whichever project you are, or whatever desire you have to be a part of in a film as an actor, what is that one subject that you perhaps would like to be a part of?
See, firstly, the actors who you've mentioned, it's very different because they're in a very different place in their careers right now, where perhaps maybe things are being specifically written for them. So you get to sculpt the kind of character and the roles and the films that you want to be a part of because you have the power to do so. For someone in my position, I have to make the best of the opportunities and the offers that come my way, and then sculpt that journey accordingly. Like there'll be a part of me in every character that I do, because that one sur and tal needs to be there. You know, otherwise
absolutely.
So having said that, I think if and when, and I definitely see myself doing films in the future, I would, of course, you want to be part of socially relevant stuff and things that becomes a talking point in society, not just commercial and mindless entertainment. Because I feel there's a certain responsibility, right? When you're putting yourself out there, and there's such a wonderful platform, that it's a responsibility for you to engage the audience and educate them along with, and enlighten them along with just entertain them. So I think that's something that all of us actors should strive to do, but at the same time, there must not be vested interest. You must not do it because it's the in thing, or because you look good, because you are part of a socially relevant film. It must happen organically, it must come from here. The moment it starts coming from here, then it kind of takes the Mickey out of the entire thing. So that's my thing. And I would like to be part of a biopic. I see. Biopic, or maybe like a historical, like I like period dramas, costume dramas, and like if I ever get the chance to be something, to be a part of something like that, I think that would be pretty awesome.
Okay, now coming to you, Dollface.
What
exactly is that kind of, exactly, you look like a doll. And it's no exaggeration, trust me.
Thank you.
Coming to you, you know, what kind of, I mean, you have been a part of these web series for that matter. There was one film.
First web series.
There was one film.
No.
That you were a part of, and then it got released on Netflix.
Yeah, but that was not made for web.
It wasn't made for web.
No.
So my question to you is, I mean, the fact that it did not release on the celluloid, it did not release on in cinemas. Was it to a certain extent a setback, or did you experience a setback for that matter, or did you feel bad about it, or what?
Yes, initially yes. Because it was disappointing that it did not get the release that we all expected it to have, and because we all, not just me, our entire team worked very hard for it, right? It's not just an actor who works hard for it. There's an entire team, from the producers to the other actors, the musicians, writers, So we all were hoping that we get the release that it deserved. It didn't, but hey, you know what? You just move on from there, right? At least people got to see it. Whatever we did, it didn't lie in the bin somewhere. At least it came on Netflix and people did get to watch it. So I'm happy about that fact. But yes, I mean, I would have liked a proper film release.
So, I mean, are you exactly contemplating a film for that matter?
No, I'm not.
You haven't been approached even?
I take it one day at a time. Okay, I don't plan so much. I don't think so much. Like I said before, I'm very simple. I want to do good work, be it films, TV, ads, jo bhi hai. I want to do good, meaningful roles, and that's about it. There is nothing more to it, nothing less to it.
All right. So with that, we come to the end of this lovely conversation with the two of them. My name is Sandeep, with the Sun Times Online. DC Martini. Thank you so much.